What's up, everybody? Savor the Burnt here at West Bottoms Whiskey Company with Jose, bartender, master mixologist extraordinaire. He's going to tell us what his favorite cocktail to make and or drink is and why. Jose?
So my favorite cocktail to make is the Annie's Hootenanny. It's also my favorite to drink, largely because it's the first cocktail I came up with when I was hired here at West Bottoms. But it's super simple. And you wouldn't expect it to work, but it works. And I've had ladies give me hugs when I've shared the recipe with them, it makes non-whiskey drinkers whiskey drinkers. So, but the cocktails, it's an ounce and a half Kansas City whiskey in there, and I'm making 2 of them. But the cocktail is named after Annie Chambers. She was a businesswoman here in the Kansas City area in the early 1900s. She was successful, which was kind of unheard of at the time for women to be in business by themselves, let alone to operate a successful business. Annie Chambers owned a brothel actually here in Kansas City, and one of the more successful brothels in the city. When they asked her why it was that her brothel was so successful compared to others, it said that she replied that it was because she treated her employees well, which I think speaks highly of her, in that regardless of whether her employees were women of the night or whether they were royalty or serving the royal court, she saw people as people, and people are deserve to be treated well with respect and kindness. And so I hearing that, I I just think she's a cool lady, and so we named this drink after her. But yeah, the cocktail's an ounce and a half of Kansas City whiskey, 3/4 ounces of fresh lemon juice, cherry syrup, half ounce of that, half ounce of simple syrup, shaken over ice. And you just strain it into a rocks glass, about third way full with ice. And then you top it off with club soda. Give it a good stir. And press a fresh lemon zest over it and garnish. And one reason I like it is because it's easy drinking. It is, you wouldn't expect you can hardly taste whiskey in there, but it's it makes non-whiskey drinkers into whiskey drinkers. We've had several customers come in and say, "Oh, I don't like whiskey, but I can drink 4 or 5 of these," and I've shared the recipe with people. I had one lady give me a hug when I shared the recipe with her, because she was. She just enjoyed it so much, and I enjoy it as well. Not, for a multitude of reasons, but yeah, it's my favorite cocktail to make and my favorite cocktail to drink here. So there you go. Cheers.
Well, thank you so much.
I gotta stir it. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Here, put that down.
My bad.
Watch the master stir. Look at there.
Yeah, if you don't stir it, the club soda will sit on top. So there we go. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. That is very tasty.
Thank you.
It's very tasty. Light, refreshing, great for summer, but still enough complexity and fall flavors in there. Well, translatable fall flavors, if you will. But yeah, this is great for any season.
Yeah.
This is great. Cheers. One more again, sir. So thank you everybody for watching, and if you're in town here in Kansas City, drop by West Bottoms Whiskey Company, say hello to Jose, tell him Savor the Burn sent you, and check out this cocktail among many, many, many others. They're absolutely fantastic. So no matter where you are, who you are, what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, never forget, keep on burning.